A man gets his arms amputated, cut off because of the neglect of jail guards. Here it is.
This here, it's like a body control. It's an open and close hook, but you gotta use your body to open and close it. This is how I eat with it, like this. You know, put a spoon there, which is hard work though, trying to open it like this. Get that in here like that, right? Then when you're dipping, just keep on doing like this, so you gotta try and get it back right, and sometimes it'll come all the way off, so you gotta do it again. It's really frustrating going back and forth. That's why I just eat soup. I can eat fish sticks, because when I get them, I let them cool off and I can hold them and eat them. And if I got some instant potatoes, I cut it open because I can use scissors a little bit. I eat probably twice a day. I don't eat 3 meals a day because it's too much work for me.
It's too much work for him to eat a meal. Put up the picture. You see, this happened because jail guards decided to deny him proper medical treatment. Terrance Dwayne Winborn, Minnesota County will pay a historic $12.2 million settlement after a stay in the local jail almost killed him because of a bacterial infection. Now keep the picture up. I can't help but to notice that even when he talked about it in the setting that you're looking at now, he seems not present. Winborn has been trying to adjust to living without his limbs since he nearly died in 2020. His lawyer said that the jail staff, that their negligence and their failure to provide adequate medical treatment later worsened his condition and ultimately caused permanent injury. The then 59-year-old was arrested in the early hours of August 27th, 2020 for driving and alcohol-related infractions. He was held at Scott County Jail in Shakopee, about 25 miles from Minneapolis. Police officers conducted a breathalyzer test which showed that his blood alcohol measured his content was at 0.13, higher than the legal limit. Around 10 a.m., Mr. Winborn began vomiting a couple of times, including an hour later when he returned from his bail hearing, which his attorney argued was warning of his medical condition. They also noted that the vomiting did not result from his blood alcohol content level. Despite his symptoms, the lawsuit stated that the medical staff did not evaluate him. In addition, he also complained about his arthritis and not having his medication, which was taken away by jail staff upon arrival. When his complaints were sent to medical staff, the correction officers were told that the nurse ordered an inhaler and that he could have OTC, over-the-counter Tylenol. The following day, at about 10 a.m. on August 28th, Mr. Winborn was unable to stand during his medical assessment, according to the lawsuit. He was stumbling, he was mumbling, one of his hands was swollen, and he was in pain. And a short time later, he was showing signs of abnormal breathing. The lawsuit alleges that he was still not given proper medical treatment and was held in booking for monitoring. Hours later in the afternoon, Mr. Winborn had fallen out of his bed, said he was suffering from severe pain and continued to struggle to breathe. He was then transported to a local hospital, but he was taken into another facility for better treatment due to his severe symptoms at this point. During his lengthy months-long hospital stretch, Mr. Winborn had to get both of his arms stopping at the forearm, amputated. He also suffered from gangrene, a heart attack lesion, and septic shock, among other conditions, according to the lawsuit. KSTP-TV reported that Mr. Winborn's lawyer said that nearly 40 hours of footage connected to this incident had been erased. The failure to provide Mr. Winborn with constitutionally required care was, we maintain, inhumane and offensive at every level. His attorney, Katie Bennett, wrote in a statement, the news station reported. Per the outlet, Bennett added, quote, to destroy the best evidence of the abhorrent conduct demonstrates the need for the acts for sanctions and the size of this settlement. While this settlement cannot undo the pain and suffering that Mr. Winborn endured, it serves as an important step toward justice and accountability and a message to correctional personnel and correctional medical providers not to engage in this kind of conduct in the future, end quote. Put up his picture again. You see, while some people may have seen a neighborhood drunk, someone who is not worthy of their attention nor care, even though they're sworn, obligated, and getting paid to do so, you should see a human being, a person, humanity, the same as you. But when you can't see yourself, you can't see others. This man does not or should not have to live like this, but because of a lack of simple care. You know how easy it would have been to get him the proper medical treatment? One phone call, because all they had to do was follow protocol. There's already a protocol set to do A, B, and C when there's a medical issue. And while some may talk about, and I've seen some of the threads back and forth, and by the way, Atlanta Black Star did a great job reporting this, saying, well, he put himself in that situation. Please understand how the justice system works. Whatever your opinion may be of Mr. Winborn, here's one fact. The man is innocent. That's right. He's innocent. You see, he's innocent unless he is proven guilty. So he's in the county facility for a few days. And because of their negligence, they now have to pay out 12+ million. And who really foots the bill? The taxpayer. Now you're really defunding the police by way of the police. All right, David, thoughts here.
Well, look, I think it may be too much to ask, unfortunately, for a lot of our fellow humans, for some of our fellow human beings to actually show some morality and compassion and empathy towards somebody who doesn't look like them or may be homeless or drunk or whatever off the street. But simply, even if you can't get there, even if our society cannot ask people to, for moral reasons and humane reasons, to do the right thing, simply for economic reasons, if you make that phone call, if you take a step, you will save your community money. By treating somebody on the front end, you will save your community money. By not getting sued for $12 million, you save your community money. And so, again, it should be drilled into security guards, to police, to everybody. Do the right thing on the front end, even if you can't do it because of your own morality, but simply for economic reasons to protect the economic success of your community.